So guys, this is one of those locations which is located in a very rural area in France. It's a time capsule house in the middle of the woods. The scenery is gorgeous. I mean, it's just allocated in the hills. It's crazy, guys. And actually we don't know much yet about this home, but
we will find out. We will find out eventually.
We're gonna tell you the story of the people who live there, do some research, so enjoy watching the video.
Well, first things first, we see a tractor over here.
So apparently these people also used to do a lot of farming.
Yeah. Look, here is actually another one, and this one is pretty cool.
You can tell for how long it has been standing here.
You can definitely smell the decay over here.
Yeah, and a lot of oil. So this is the home we are exploring today. You can tell nature did its work as well. Actually already looks really cute. I mean, take a look here on the white curtains. And yeah, over here the first traces of abandonment. Spiders have found their way in. And now we need to search for an access.
Old car.
Oh yeah, there's a car left, but what's the brand's name?
XM. These are these cars that have a limited speed.
Interesting.
That's why they are also very small.
So we made our way inside. Actually at the moment we are in the dining room.
Yeah, it was.
This is such a very cute house, and it's a real time capsule, guys.
The decay over here, wow,
it's unbelievable. I mean, take a look over here at the antique clock. All the rests of the ceiling have just fallen down. Over here, a fish, and it actually already tells the story of the people who lived there, because it's actually really funny. They had a similar name. It was Mr. Gabriel and Mrs. Gabrielle.
Actually very cool that they just Mr. Gabriel and Mrs. Gabrielle.
We couldn't believe it at first sight. We had to check all the letters, but they had a very similar name. And to come back to the fish, Mr. Gabriel had a big passion for fishing. We think the house has been abandoned in December, because we already see some Christmas ornaments and they are spread all across the place. Over here,
the old phone.
Yeah, an old-fashioned phone with the phone books down beneath it. And also take a look at the very cute wallpaper, of course. Houses like this are one of the most special ones, I think.
Yeah, and over here you can already see calendar 2001.
Has been abandoned for 19 years. Imagine that. That's a very long time for a property. And over here they used to do all the little artifacts inside, and I think they also had a child.
And what is in here?
Look like some tools and appliances.
Yeah.
We can also see that they were religious. And over here they had a big cabinet.
And as you already can guess, everything is left inside.
Wow. A true time capsule, guys.
This one actually has a date on it. No, it's just vanished. Yeah, it says 2001. So
this was a mustard.
Closing up this one again, and then over here
Unbelievable. They literally left everything behind. So we assume that Mrs. Gabrielle and Mr. Gabriel eventually they just passed away, and they didn't have anyone for the upkeep and any relatives or offspring who were caring about all their belongings.
No, they
Sadly enough.
passed away, and it's just being left over here. See which one down here. Also, literally everything left.
All their cutlery inside. A lot of kitchen tools and equipment, the pans, the pots. It's just all being left. Well, one thing was quite modern for their time. You won't expect it actually, but they had a dishwasher.
I mean, like, if you can be lazy, why you wouldn't?
Yeah, and especially also to make things easier when you grow older. So there is a hidden cabinet over here.
I didn't even see it.
It was for the electricity.
Look. Number is still standing on it.
The cobwebs are unbelievable.
And then, this is really lovely how it looks. All the spices over here.
Actually wondering what these were used for?
I don't know. If you know it, leave it down in the comment section.
You can tell that there also used to be a stove attached to this pipe over here, eventually leading to the chimney, but the stove's not present anymore. And then actually attached to the dining, they had the bathroom. Well, as you can probably tell, it looks quite messy. Maybe not in this shot, but if I will point at the ground you will see, and you can tell stuff has been messing around.
Yeah, this is very messy. And the shower actually looked pretty new. Maybe it was implemented literally before they passed away.
Also had a little toilet over here. And actually, these people, they were farmers. They had a huge barn. I mean, take a look, I can't even get it in the shot properly, but it has been collapsed at many sides.
You can see it over there on the right, why it's being collapsed.
Wow, it's incredible to just see all their tools and appliances just left behind. This is probably how Mr. Gabriel earned all of his money. And besides that, they also kept a lot of animals in these cages. It's crazy that even the droppings of these animals are still left inside of these cages. And the hay and everything. Maybe those were bunnies, I don't know.
I think it were bunnies.
Okay guys, so we can climb one level up in the barn. Let's do this.
We gotta be very cautious.
Oh my, there's even a bike left. Absolutely incredible. We gotta be very cautious when walking on this floor, but there is still a bicycle standing. And like Raymond told, his jacket. And even some herbs are hanging upside down. to eventually dry them. They lived such a traditional life. Okay, so guys, there is another room right over there, but it's a quite big risk and quite dodgy to eventually reach this point.
I don't know. Well, let's give it a try and just look at the ground.
Safety first. Just make sure your cautious with every step you take. They even had barrels over here, maybe to keep wine.
Yeah. Look.
Oh.
Okay, you see it, huh? There's a big mattress over here. Oh my god, this is so wiggly. There is enough.
What do you see? Describe what you see in that room.
It's the bedroom.
Another bedroom?
No, it's the one we also saw.
Oh, okay. So we will eventually reach that room when we explore the rest of the home.
Yeah, with more safety.
Alright, let's do with more safety. Okay, so the room we are about to enter is, in our opinion, the most unique room inside of this place. It looks like they replaced the bed to the downstairs when eventually Mr. Gabriel, who passed away after his woman 5 years later, could not walk up the stairs anymore properly. So what they actually decided to do is just place the bed on the downstairs to make it more easy and comfortable for him. But I think what makes this room so unique is the ceiling.
Yeah. Look. I don't know if you can see it properly.
Yeah, it's actually made out of some sort of foam, bubble foam. The ceiling just makes this room so unique because it's so different from other ceilings you would normally see. Well, let's explore all the tiny clues we can find. So there's actually a trophy, but there's nothing standing on it. Television.
Then we have to spray a decaying table. Look.
The white mold. Some pickles. And other canned food. I think this was flower cool.
Yeah. Only it used to be white. And a diary over here from 1981.
It's crazy how the last dish is still made up. And over here is actually the stove still present.
And pretty pink actually above it.
Yeah, I guess maybe they had a daughter, I don't know, or it was just the style of Mrs. Gabrielle.
Yeah, the clock and then indeed
The cabinet leading to the chimney above. Actually, in my opinion, a very ugly sofa.
Yeah, this is a very simple one. And then this is why we found out Mr. Gabriel was a fisher.
He actually won this trophy with a fishing championship.
Besides the trophy, look.
It's unbelievable. Spiders have found their way in here, in this very rural part of France.
Cute bugs. of butter cookies, and of course knitting equipment in it.
Actually, this looks like a local championship. They were doing something with tree trunks. Bird artifact over here. And some keys. And what would actually be inside of the cabinet itself? Oh, there are some bottles of wine. And some glasses to put them in eventually.
And what is inside of here? Isn't this, how do I open this up again? Like this, right?
I think this is locked.
Oh. Cool. A lot of paper.
I noticed actually that this magazine is about fishing. So actually the first pictures of the past occupants we can find. Over here we can see Mr. Gabriel. He was a soldier when the duty was still there, to be in the French army. And eventually the most recent picture we can find, probably from around 2000, 2001, when the place became abandoned. Mr. Gabriel together with his lovely wife, Mrs. Gabrielle.
Then talking about Mrs. Gabrielle, I think this was her, back in the younger days.
You can definitely see the similarity in their faces. Wow. All these tiny artifacts. And then this was the bed. Actually a two-person bed, so maybe they slept here together.
Yeah.
When they were both growing older.
What I also really like is this small artifact over here with the watch. And I don't know what this actually was.
It's actually so detailed. So there was a barometer. I think this was Christmas decoration. And like you say, a watch. And you can see that it was made out of copper. Because it has been oxidizing during the years. Quite fascinating. And then over here we can see another picture of Mrs. Gabrielle. A quite similar one.
Yeah, I think it's exactly the same actually.
With her glasses just laying right in front of it.
And then let's have a look what's in the drawer. If I can still open it up. Man, you can tell the decay over here.
Let's just leave it.
Yeah, I just can, man. It's only because of decay. It's so crazy. Everything is stuck over here.
And we never want to demolish anything.
No.
So right over here in this cabinet, a lot of letters and some pictures. But because of the privacy, the owners, and also of the location, we are not going into detail over here.
It's just completely wet.
Yeah. There's been a lot of leakage problems inside of this place.
Yeah.
So sad to see this place deteriorating.
That's also why you can tell that these things are just falling apart. Like all the beautiful plates and glasses just came down.
And right next to it, you can see the parts of the ceiling just resting on this chair. And next to it, there comes the passion of Mrs. Gabrielle. Sewing. A beautiful Singer sewing machine with the cover still standing right next to it.
And of course this one isn't transmitting anymore.
We had a little box over here to put all the sewing equipment in. And right next to it, there was another part of the barn. You can see some tools of them. That is a wood grinder over here. So what actually was quite fascinating is that it was driven by hand, not by electricity, by spinning the wheel. It could eventually grind the wood.
That is a big lawnmower.
And imagine if you have to carry it by hand. Crazy.
Some other tools of Mr. Gabriel.
Why is there a seat belt? Because it looks like this is a seat belt of a car. Just hanging in the middle of this room. Actually, take a look at the pot. Ah, I think this was a very old-fashioned coal stove.
Yeah. You can
Or for
definitely
wood.
tell.
Can you maybe lift it off? Oh yeah, they used to burn wood inside of here. Over here would smoke come outside of the pipe. Oh my gosh. Take a look at the quantity of all these canned food products. There's a lot of them. That's actually crazy how it's not standing straight anymore.
No.
And then it's time to walk up these little stairs to go one level up. And what you're about to see right over there, it will spark your mind. But also over here, we gotta be careful because some of these stairs are not very stable anymore. So we have made a way to what we assume was a room of the child.
Yeah, very small bed actually.
Also some baby beds. This was actually, I think, the father,
Yeah, I was also thinking it.
Mrs. or Mr. Gabriel, respectively.
Really cool. Decay is over there. As you can tell, just some trash, but this. Why would this actually be here?
The furnace. That's really odd. You can tell the Christmas decoration one time again. So this is actually the room we could not access, or at least it was not safe when we were in the bar. Over here you can see the point of view right from this side, and also the collapsement. Maybe as this house is located in the middle of a big forest.
He
Yes.
loves hunting.
Yeah, could be the case. There is a shell of a bullet there. Then it's time to explore the last room together with all of you. It was just only a single person bed, but inside of this room all the clothes are just pristinely left in their cabinets.
And this is actually a pretty cool one.
Take a look. Unbelievable. Those were mostly sheets and blankets they used to store inside.
And over there are the jackets. And I think the one from Mr. Gabriel.
It's quite fascinating how you can see the rest of the stovepipe going up. And there's even more clothes left there, like literally all of their clothes. And over here, the last wardrobe. Sadly enough, also a lot of clothes which are just going to waste during the years, catching a lot of mold, and they're just not caring about it anymore.
No.
Not at all.
Well, close this one up again. And as you can tell over here, smaller cloth pieces and blankets and sheets. Alright, so that was it for this video. As you can see, Moreno is making some beautiful drone shots for you. I hope you really liked them. He makes them so well. And yeah, I also hope you really liked this adventure with us. It's in a beautiful landscape. It's just such a sympathetic house. I mean, like, these people, they lived so easy, and it's so sad to see that it was just left. Well, I will thank Mr. Gabriel and Mrs. Gabrielle to have us over here, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. How did you?
This was a legit time capsule. It was a beautiful home. Like Raymond said, we want to thank the Paz family for having us. And after all, Raymond will tell you what the drill is, guys.
Yeah, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, ring the bell notification button, and then we will see you next time. Peace out.